You can have the best looking site, great mock-ups, and still zero sales. But after studying thousands of best-selling shirts, it turns out that when your design flops, there are only 4 reasons why. Fix these and watch your sales spike. My name is Meg Heckman, and I have helped many new sellers go from crickets to consistent sales. And I've even built multiple 7-figure print-on-demand brands myself, including my current brand that's at $1,700 in total sales today alone as I'm filming this video for you. Now, design is a leverage point, and today we're going to go deep into this area. So here's the deal. A winning design has one job. It has to stop somebody mid-scroll and get them to imagine wearing it, to feel something, just like how a good workout routine needs to grab your attention and show you some early results, or else you quit, you don't go back to that workout class. But what actually makes a good design? A great design is bold, clear, emotionally resonant, and product appropriate. It should instantly connect with the specific type of person and say something that they already believe or something they wish they could say out loud. It's not about being artsy, it's more about being intentional. So here are the traits of a winning print-on-demand design. You want instant readability. You want bold fonts and clear messaging. You want emotional relevance. It hits a nerve, whether that's funny, rebellious, proud, whatever emotion you want to trigger. Product fit. It belongs on a t-shirt, not a sticker, not a wall art print. And niche clarity. The message, the mock-up, and the copy should all speak to one specific person. Now, the problem is most designs don't fail because of art skill. They actually fail because of one of these 4 mistakes. So let's kick this off with the first and the most common mistake that I actually see new sellers make. Now, mistake number 1 is delay. This is the easiest mistake to fix, but one of the most common that new sellers make. When I say delay, I mean that your shirt takes too long to communicate its message. And here's what most people forget. Your design doesn't live on a blank canvas, it lives inside of a social feed. You are competing with weddings, memes, dog videos when we are on Facebook. You've got 2 seconds to hook somebody before they keep scrolling. It's like signing up for a diet and spending 3 weeks trying to reorganize your fridge. You're working to get ready for your diet, but you're not going to get results. So here's an example for you. You could have a shirt that says, "In the world where you can be anything, be kind." It could be 3 lines, then cursive. It could be pretty, but honestly, it's not going to be a showstopper. Compared to a shirt that says, "Be kind, it's gangster." Now that would be bold, contrast, and you're going to get it in 1 second. It doesn't take a while for somebody to read it. So how do we fix this? We can front load the message with bold fonts and high contrast so the design stands out on the shirt. We can cut everything that slows it down, because if people aren't getting it immediately, then they're going to be gone. Now, mistake number 2 is confusion. It's designed for the wrong product. Most beginner designs aren't actually bad. They're just designed for the wrong format. So you took a super detailed Pinterest graphic or maybe a long quote and you put it on a shirt, but it reads more like a sticker. Now, t-shirts need to project. They need to be bold, and you need to be able to read them from 6 feet away, not 6 inches. Now, here's an example for you. We could take a floral quote sticker that might do really well on Etsy, but on a t-shirt, it would be too tiny or too cluttered and hard to read. So we can fix this by designing for viewing distance. We can simplify it and use bold fonts rather than a thin cursive. We can prioritize clarity over the complexity of the design. Your shirt should make an instant statement or else it won't sell. And by the way, if you want to go deeper on this stuff, inside my free school community, we break down exactly how to create designs that convert into sales. We talk through real examples, we run research sessions, and we even cover how to test and actually run your ads. Whether you're brand new or you're trying to scale up your print-on-demand store, this is where we get tactical. So if you want to join, it's completely free, links in the description below. But let's get into mistake number 3, which is irrelevance. or having no niche connection. Your shirt says one thing, and then your mock-up says another thing, and your ad copy says something completely different. There's no clear audience and no reason for anyone to truly care. Now, this is something that I like to call niche drift. You're trying to talk to everyone, and instead you end up connecting with no one. Now, here's an example. We could have ad copy that says like calling all moms with a floral cursive design that has nothing to do with motherhood, and then the mock-up is a really young, maybe college-aged model in a crop top. Now, if you look at that, you're kind of getting mixed signals, and none of them are really landing. Now, if we compare that to copy that we can still say it's, for moms who don't care what anybody thinks, and the design is bold and sarcastic and all caps and it stands out, and the mock-up is maybe a mom holding a coffee and just looking really tough. Now, that's going to be cohesion, and that's something that's going to stop that mom in her tracks as she's scrolling on Facebook. So how exactly do we then fix this mistake? We want to speak one language across our copy, our design, and our mock-up. And we want to get niche specific. This is why it's really important not to do something super general. We want to make sure that our audience sees themselves in every part of the product experience. And speaking of the tools that can actually help, I want to introduce you to something really powerful, Mystic POD. Now, Mystic POD is an AI that is built by print-on-demand sellers for print-on-demand sellers. It was trained to catch these exact 4 mistakes and make sure that your designs avoid them. Every design that Mystic POD generates is built to stand out, match the product, and even feel niche specific. So if you want to give Mystic POD a try, click the link in the description below. You can even grab a ready-to-use collection of designs that I personally created. All you have to do is remix to match your niche, plug them in, and go. Now, the last mistake that we're going to talk about is mistake number 4, which is disinterest or no curiosity or emotion. Now, your shirt's clean, it makes sense, but it's just boring. There's no edge, no surprise, no trigger moment. It's like saying eat healthy versus this food melts fat while you sleep. One is advice and the other grabs your attention. Your design should feel honestly like a mic drop or a punchline or a call out. So for example, we could take a shirt that just says plant mom. It's pretty generic versus I've been social distancing since I started gardening. And people could find that relatable, funny, or even shareable. Now, this is the power of contrast. You take what somebody already believes and you flip it with an unexpected twist. So how would you go and fix this? We can add contrast or contradiction. We can use humor, sarcasm, rebellion, irony, and we can aim to spark curiosity or truly identify with our audience. Because cute is forgettable, but called out, that's going to get added to the cart. So here are the 4 mistakes of why your designs aren't selling. Delay. Your message is too slow. We have about 2 seconds to catch somebody's attention. 2, confusion. You're designing for the wrong product. It just doesn't make sense for what you're trying to sell. 3, irrelevance. You may not have any niche alignment from your ad to your design to your mock-up. And finally, disinterest. There's no curiosity or emotional pull. So fix those and you'll go from random browsers to repeat buyers. Now, if you want the full breakdown of how to design shirts that stop scrolls, then click the link in the description below and join my free school community. We'll walk you through the design frameworks and go through designs that convert. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. It would absolutely mean the world to me. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next video.